Over the last several months, we've seen nearly everyone in the woke sports world do anything and everything they can to virtue signal about Brittney Griner, even going so far as to say Brittney Griner's been wrongfully detained in Russia, which quite frankly is just simply a lie. She did it, she admitted to it, she illegally brought drugs into Russia. Whether you think she should spend 9 years in a Russian penal colony, that's up to you, but certainly she did do the very thing that she was accused and convicted of. But for someone like Dawn Staley, the head coach for the female South Carolina basketball team, she has decided that she's going to make everything about Brittney Griner. She's going to make one of the biggest matchups of women's college basketball regular season, which I know kind of might seem like an oxymoron. But yes, in fact, there was a big matchup. South Carolina versus Stanford, the last two national champions, duking it out in the regular season. She decided to make that all about Brittney Griner. Staley and Vanderveer back Griner at South Carolina Stanford game. South Carolina head coach Dawn Staley right here with a Brittney Griner shirt on during the game. Stanford, California, before top-ranked South Carolina boarded the bus and left Maples Pavilion after a big win over number 2 Stanford, Coach Dawn Staley had her Gamecocks write letters to Brittney Griner on the arena concourse, a Dear BG table with an invitation to write a letter to Brittney Griner, collected hundreds of handwritten messages. So think of the type of elementary level thing we're doing. Hey, before we go, I'm going to make you write a letter to Brittney Griner. You need to show how much you care about her because I force you to write a letter. Staley and associate head coach Lisa Boyer made sure to stop Sunday, taking a moment to write to Griner. Then Staley and Hall of Fame Stanford head coach Tara Vanderveer each wore long-sleeve t-shirts featuring Griner's name and drawn image and a message on the back during South Carolina's 76-71 win in overtime in a match of the past two NCAA champs. Tara is leading this campaign on this particular campus, and we both know Brittney. She's been part of our basketball family. She's in a fight for her life. I know there are other Americans wrongfully detained. We want them to come home. But when you have a relationship and a friendship with someone, it's personal. There it is again, wrongfully detained. Brittney Griner committed a crime in a foreign country, bottom line. And yeah, these people are virtue signaling. They are literally turning their entire game into something about Brittney Griner. Now, that might not mean a lot for women's college basketball when there's probably only 50 to 100,000 people watching on a broadcast, but when you just look at it in general, it is a massive thing that they're doing, this huge virtue signal that is now involving every single one of their players. What these coaches are doing, this stage that they're setting to make sure everybody knows how woke they are, that they want BG to come home, free BG, she's wrongfully detained. And it's just so cringe at this point. This is the same Dawn Staley, right? The same Dawn Staley who decided to cancel a game with BYU over a hate crime hoax, over Rachel Richardson's fake victim hate crime hoax where she said they were screaming the N-word at me, but in actuality it never happened. The police determined that was a lie made up by Rachel Richardson, but Dawn Staley refuses to accept that, refuses to apologize to the people of BYU. She keeps that going. You know, you're so concerned about these injustices that are done across the globe, even though Brittney Griner did in fact commit this crime, while you still go out there and perpetuate fake hate crime narratives. That's who Dawn Staley is. And the fact that they are using their student athletes, that they are using their universities, that they're using everything, all to be this fake-ass virtue signal for Brittney Griner, it really is pathetic. But let me know what you think about all this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.